Hi, everybody. I want you to meet my friend Debbie Davis.
Hello, everybody.
And Debbie has known me for a little while. She's come to a few labs, and she wants to talk to you all about the rock lab that's coming up. Right, Debbie?
Right.
Yes. Well, let me just tell you, it's going to start December the 9th, and it's going to run from Monday through Saturday. I still have some openings, so if anybody's interested, please sign up. And we are going to study fossils at this lab, and these are the fossils that the kids are going to go home with. Take a look at that beautiful rock. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Okay,
Love
Debbie,
it.
do you know what they're called?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, they're called Petoskey stones, and I fished them out of Lake Michigan.
You did?
I did. I fished them out of Lake Michigan, and I got some from my brother Paul, who's a geologist. So he's the one who turned me on to these rocks. And ever since I learned about them, I have just been fascinated. See that one there? Isn't that pretty?
Yes.
That's a vase. They turned it into a vase.
And do they come smooth like that when
Oh,
you get
no.
them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Each child is going to get a rock polishing kit.
Really?
Yes, really. They're going to get a little
That's
tiny
cool.
rock, and
I love rock
most of the
polishing.
rocks I'm passing out are about this big. So they're going to get a little rock,
Oh,
and
cool.
I'm going to teach them how to polish it.
Are they going to make jewelry with it?
They can do anything they want.
Oh, it's so pretty.
They could cut it in half and make earrings, or drill a hole in it and make a necklace.
I love them.
And for a professional, it takes about 2 hours to polish the rock. So it'll take longer for kids. But if they're going on a road trip, this is the perfect thing to keep them busy. So
How so?
they can polish their rock
I mean,
on the road trip.
by their hand?
Well, this is how they polish the rock.
Okay.
And I'm going to give each child a piece of sandpaper that is 80 grit. It's called 80 grit sandpaper. They'll get a little piece of that. They'll get a little piece of 220 grit sandpaper. And then the last sandpaper they get is 600 grit. And then when it's nice and kind of polished, the last step is the shiny step. And I'm going to give each student a little bit of titanium that makes it, the titanium oxide with the felt will make it shiny like these.
Oh, okay. So it's like a chemical reaction thing?
Yeah, not really. It's not so much chemical as a physical reaction.
Oh, okay.
Because the titanium oxide is a really fine powder, and it will make the whole thing glisten. So that's what they're going home with, one of those little rocks, which you can't get at any other science lab as far as I know. And so that's what we're going to learn about. We're learning about fossilization and how it occurs. There's about 6 or 7 different ways that rocks become fossils in nature. And these beautiful little rocks come from a coral called Hexagonaria.
Coral?
It's a coral.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It's a coral that lived in that shallow ocean that was above Lake Michigan.
Ah.
And you can also find it in Michigan in ditches and roadbeds and certain places, quarries. But most of them wash up on shore on Lake Michigan. And the smallest one is about 2 inches like this. And the largest one they've ever found, guess how many pounds it was?
40?
More than that.
Like 400?
More than that.
Oh my gosh! How much?
They found one rock that was 1,000 pounds.
Whoa!
Yeah.
1,000 pounds?
Polishing that? Now, I would give you that one.
No,
I'd
thank
have
you.
you do that one.
That'd be a lifetime job.
Yes, it really would. So, do you have any more questions about the class? Show them what the rock looks like before you polish it.
In its natural form.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Yeah. Doesn't look like
You
much.
can barely see the the design in it. Oh yeah, that does look like a piece of coral.
Now get it wet and see what it looks like. See the little rocks I showed you a minute ago? Those were sitting in a bucket of water because I wanted the kids to see what it's going to look like when it's polished. So when it's wet, when it's wet, that's what it looks like.
Nice. I see. It totally brings out all the markings and the little pits in it.
Yeah.
It's really, that'll be a good project.
Now, you don't want to see that rock tumbler over there, Debbie?
Mhm.
You don't want to throw these rocks in a rock tumbler. Some of you students have rock tumblers at home.
Why
'Cause
not?
It will disintegrate.
Oh,
It's not. It's on the Mohs hardness scale. It's a 3.
so it's real porous.
It's very soft.
Okay.
So if you throw it in the rock tumbler, there won't be a thing left.
Oh,
And that's why we're
a
polishing
bunch
them
of sand.
by hand. Yeah, it'll turn into sand.
Oh,
So that's why we're polishing them by hand.
okay.
And there is a cheat method to polishing them.
A
I don't know,
cheat?
should I tell
Did
you
you say
this?
cheat?
I did.
All right, tell me.
Since you're going to go home with one of these, I'm going to let you pick one for helping me out. Should I tell you the cheat method? Because you might do that.
Do tell.
All right. Some people put, God forbid, nail polish on these.
Nail polish? Oh,
Clear
gosh.
nail polish. That's
Okay.
just too easy, isn't it?
I think I've done that before as a little girl.
I'm sure you did. So, but I'm not going to mention this to my students because I want them to polish them for real. So, moms and dads, if you see this video, don't show it to your kids because I don't want them to cheat like certain people will. All right, so that's it. I hope you come to the Rock Lab. We're looking forward to seeing you. And just sign up below. I have some links below of some previous Rock Labs and the schedule. So you'll be able to look at the schedule and see what works for you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Can I pick my rock now?
Yes, you can pick
Yay.
it up. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.